Preliminary card. Light heavyweight fight. Ben McGuirk, Nick Belmont.
Our second of two.
Are you ready?
3 fights.
Somebody made a big P on TJ McAllister's face.
Come on, let's do it.
Oh dear. Well, here we have Nick Belmont and Ben McGuirk, 2 relatively newer faces to HCL.
Ben McGuirk has a van. I can relate.
Well, Ben McGuirk is, Randy, you were the reason why Ben McGuirk is an HCL fighter.
I am, is Van Fights.
Yes.
Very popular YouTube series.
And
Got a movie deal, by the way. They're going to turn Van Fights into a movie. The Lego sponsorship.
Is it a documentary or is it a rockumentary, a mockumentary?
No. They're going to be
Just a feature-length
shooting up
film.
somebody. Yeah, feature film based off his life.
Now, for those not familiar, the van fights, of course, are where various people who live in their vans and travel across the nation as sort of a vagabond lifestyle. They will circle the vans and they will fight in the middle.
Yep.
And Randy, you
Well,
were you discovered Ben McGuirk after he took on several men at once.
I did in his butt. Nah, I'm kidding. He wouldn't do that type of
Thank
thing.
goodness, because that
Luckily-
sounded gross.
Yeah, he can't hear me now either, luckily. But yeah, he fought many a man in their van. That's the slogan that rhymes. I get it.
Now,
Killed them.
do they win their van, or is it just a matter of they just get in their van and they drive off to the next van fight's location?
Well, as more that you try getting your van less damage, because you can use them as weapons. You can throw the dude into him, ding him up, throw him through a window.
Of course.
Take the shift off and shove it up his ass. Stuff like that.
So really, no rules of sort.
Nah.
And speaking of Ben McGuirk having the mounted position, about a minute and a half to go. Nick Belmont, of course, if you're not unfamiliar with him, he's 1-1 with a huge knockout. Oh, and McGuirk is just hammering away from the mounted position. McGuirk with a TKO victory over Victor Young in his debut at HCL 21 last June. Nick Belmont coming off of a knockout win at HCL 24 in October against Christian Sundance. Interestingly enough, both these guys, their wins came over guys who were fighting their last fights in the HCL, whether they knew that or not. Victor Young, of course, retired after he regained his memory and remembered that he was, in fact, retired all along.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, McGuirk has shown he's got a lot of heavy hands. 2 of them, to be exact, not a lot of them, just 2.
Yeah.
If he had more, then we'd probably not allow him.
We'd push the shit out of him.
Or we'd send him to Japan, because that doesn't seem like we could legally do that.
You can catch him all day long in that triangle and that armbar.
But of course, Nick Belmont, professional test subject. He has tested lots of products. That explains the color of his hair and his beard.
And tattoos. And he has a weird tattoo.
Yeah. Well, some of those are, of course, brand logos of corporations that he has tested to show us. So if he goes into a laboratory, they say, "Oh, okay. You had the people at Kraft and Velveeta spray you with cheese, like from head to toe."
In fact, his back logo is the Kimitaro Rat Poison Company.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the Kimitaro Rat Poison Company has funded him.
That's amazing.
I don't know why they're testing rat poison on a human, but hey.
You want to make sure it's extra strength, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if it works on a human, it'll certainly work on a rat.
Luckily, he has one of those Perkin brand defibrillators inserted right inside of him, so he can stay
From another
alive.
test
Yes.
lab.
He has a pacemaker.
That's amazingly convenient.
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah. So you can just bring him. He's immortal, basically.
That's terrifying. Nick
He has
Belmont is immortal.
Yeah, he had his pancreas taken out. There's Duracells in that.
He's got Duracells for a pancreas.
Yeah.
Like, are we getting paid for any of these product placements?
Sadly not. I wish I was.
Well, again, Belmont.
Got my cold drink brand cold drinks here, and I don't get shit because Miller Lite won't pay me.
And again, never saw those checks. Those checks never. Well, we got the checks, but they never cleared from Bathhouse Jim's Bathtub Gin. And McGuirk with another takedown. I mean, if only this was the 90s, we can get. I remember back in the 90s, Gumboos would throw their name on everything.
Oh,
Gump was a great
Gunk
sponsor.
Horse race stuff, yeah, Gunk's fantastic. What is Gunk?
I think it stops viscosity. I don't know. I'm not good with cars.
Thicken stuff up. You can put like mashed potatoes that are kind of running.
Oh well, maybe that's another maybe that's a brand extension of theirs. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's a subsidiary. It's just confusing.
But you know, back in the day, you could say HCL is presented by Throat Candy, chewing tobacco, and unfortunately, now you can't do that.
Or Mama Lagano's legitimate house of spaghetti and firearms in Tucson. You can slug that.
Oh, if you want
Great
to. And
eatery.
again,
Oh!
McGuirk really dominating this with some grounding and some pounding. You know, again, the crowds, people wonder, you know, a guy who lives out of his van, are the crowds, are the large amounts of people, literally dozens of people have packed the Benedict Canyon Civic Center. But that's just commonplace for him, who was used to, like, all the people in their vans getting on top of their vans and screaming and yelling obscenities and racial epithets at both the fighters, whether they applied to them or not.
Yeah, right on them.
Just heaping the abuse, and McGuirk, with just a minute to go in the second round, is dominating this fight with Nick Belmont. Oh, and there's a nice shot right from the side control. Belmont scrambling to stay in this one.
This way in.
And of course, we're seeing Ben McGuirk trying to keep his undefeated record. He's 1-0. Haven't seen him a lot, but you know, a win like this, and you'll see a lot more of him in HCL. And that ends the second round. We'll see a third round.
Woo!
But it has been all McGuirk so far.
It has been all McGuirk. You're right. No stopping him.
Okay, push the pace. Push the pace on him. Gets that back, you fight that 2-on-1. If he gets that body off, you gotta fight
And
it
we
off.
can hear the corners. Now, I guess, are the people that I'm not entirely certain who the who's in the corner of Ben McGuirk. He travels alone, I understand. Does he just pick up drifters along the way?
I think they hire special people for him at these things.
Huh. Well, now there you see McGuirk with some ground and pound. And he was just absolutely all over
Finish every combination with a kick.
Nick
Listen to me.
Belmont.
Finish every combination with a kick. Keep it right.
Are you ready to fight? Are you ready?
And round 3 about to start. Abe Black Eye, your referee for this, the prelim. And now we got Belmont coming in.
Woo! House of Fire, too. He's just punching away.
Sure is. And oh, Belmont must know that he's behind this fight.
And he's on the ground. That sucks.
And McGuirk already back into the mounted position. Just shows the wrestling and the just striking ability and able to just mix the two. It's almost like he's taking those martial arts and mixing them.
Come down with a good one.
And
By the way, do you know there's no law in vans?
what?
Yeah.
That doesn't
There's
sound
no.
right.
You cannot commit a crime in a van.
That doesn't sound right.
It's impossible to do.
I don't know if I believe that. How is that possible?
It just is.
I don't. Wow, really?
Yeah.
So you can do anything if you're in a van.
Yeah.
Does that mean all
Anything.
vans? Like minivans? Like soccer moms can just
Spec-
bring orange
not
slices?
minivans. Not
Oh.
minivans still have law. Just like big, like illegal immigration does not count in those big white vans that they transport them in. That's why they're in them all the time.
I've never heard that before, Randy. That's amazing.
That.
Oh, Ben McGuirk into mount again. Going for an elbow, blocked by Belmont. You know, it's kind of. I'm amazed that with all the test subjects, that Belmont still bleeds red. You figured it would be some other color by now due to all
or
the side
purple
effects.
or green or some shit like that. Yeah.
That he actually apparently has shingles, diphtheria, and the shanks. And I don't know what the shanks are.
What is the shanks? It sounds like a dance from the 60s.
Maybe it is. Maybe he just uncontrollably. Oh, and McGuirk pounding away from half guard. Trying to improve position. Belmont scrambling to try to stay in this one, but he is decidedly behind. And McGuirk, Belmont lets him up. I don't know why. That's not that smart of a strategy, I don't think.
Not at all.
And McGuirk, oh, nice teep. Keep him at bay. McGuirk's got to know he's got this one on points, but he wants to leave it. Oh! Just as I say it!
fucking duck.
Ben McGuirk!
Fucking slaps him.
A knockout blow and... Well, I don't know, and rubbing the belly for good luck. I don't know about the standard van fight celebration.
It is actually.
Oh, okay then. And
That's
he goes...
celebration and horny.
Superman jab gets the
Right
hands
in
of
the
drop,
face.
and that was just a jab. That is not even what is considered a power strike, Randy. That is nothing more than just he swings back and throws a jab and knocks out Nick Belmont. That is amazing, the striking power of Ben McGuirk.
And you want to know why I didn't do my normal hoot and hollering during it? Because I have seen a lot of him, and I know that that was going to happen eventually.
Referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of the third round.
Herb who?
Declaring the winner
Hey, black
by
guy, he's drunk.
knockout,
He's drunk.
the answer.
Oh, really?
Well, that is it. Ben McGuirk. You got to imagine we're going to see a lot more of him.
Wait, Drunk Bruce Buffer is drunk?
Yes, Randy, that's where the
I
name
thought it
comes
was
from.
the nickname Invisible Dicks.